All right. This is Rob episode 4. If I die, I have to go back to League of Legends. This is his journey in OnlyFangs. Let's do it. Wait. There you go.
Joy again through video games by taking breaks from being told to buy nooses on Amazon from League players to make the best hardcore WoW documentary series in the Eastern Kingdoms. I got in a naked slap battle with a dagger douche which sparked a historically large gang war. I became the biggest hitman in Westfall, killing every last red bandana little bitch until one finally showed me where I could find their leader. I teamed up with Here is where I also learned this was a daughter-father. I teamed up with my first guildie for a covert.
There you go, team up with Ozzy. Hell yeah, brother.
Down the leader of their cute little book club, which
hell
was
yeah,
a great
dude.
Success and the first
Ozzy's the fucking shit, dude.
OnlyFangs on the map. Turns out our triumph in the dead mines was followed by some dark times for the guild. Some of us were finding out the hard way that they aren't the only thing who can summon slaves to do their slaughtering. Others were learning that if something casts a single spell for 12 seconds, it's probably not going to feel nice when it comes out. Young Jeffy learned that Horde city guards will attack you from bumfuck Egypt, and then others who had add-ons making their mini-map look dank and their action bars look like a lost and found table seemingly forgot to make use of the most important add-on. Their eyeballs. And I think the realities of hardcore WoW was taking its toll on the well-being of the guild.
What is going on?
In an emergency meeting where we all got called into the principal's office to hear this.
How many people have died in the past day? Do you guys even give a
Howard was struggling where you see that the news got out that he attended the Van Cleef gangbang. Let's just say he was absolutely drowning in pig puss, but these Westfall hogs clearly aren't tested, so he was having gonorrhea shit every few seconds like
what the fuck?
But with herpes. I was starting to learn more about how the WoW community behaves. For example, when someone has a tag on a quest mob you need, they will either A, ignore you because they are a Chinese bot, or B, total Giga Chad stop their kill in the middle of the fight. CC the Barney cosplaying Murloc while they remember how to invite other people to their little murder dates so you can get credit, and I think these are the people who should be recognized.
Yeah, bro.
Anyways, our fearless guild leader decided to reward me for not dying by making my weapon look like a flaming hot Cheetos kebab, and even though as a hunter this effectively would do nothing for me,
it looks
the
sick.
style points had me treating every fight like I was recording flashy kills for a Halo 2 montage.
Oh, the 360!
Tie up in the 50 Shades of Grey forest, starting with the genocide of these thugs who had a fetish for saying weird shit as you killed them. But in reality, I was there to apparently grow old and die wondering how the hell to do this quest I was on. I euthanized at least 2 baker dozen of those shitters. My mini-map looks like the grammar police had a group orgy on it. Looking into this poll wasn't exactly helpful.
how hard I should get?
And these books were trying to grab a handful of dwarf dick every time I walked by. I decided to just move on an uneducated man and challenge myself to what my guide warned me was a quest that is too hard to solo, and I soon found out that's because it's almost impossible to not die of boredom watching this short King Joe Biden just walk around in circles trying to remember his own name for 20 minutes looking for some old pelvis bone only to remember he left it at his side hoe's house. I gave him the name of a dementia medicine and decided I had about enough of Dark Shore and onto a city named Gastronar, emphasis on the
Oh, fuck! With the gnome dance. Okay, I don't want to see Howard's ass.
And that was to help my homeboy cure his bitch of some crippling STD he gave her.
Hell yeah, brother.
The initial gamer fuel we tried didn't seem to do shit, so he had me go to a little swamp island to pick up a glowing Godzilla Tic Tac. I'm not sure why the horn dog thought this would work, but here is where I also learned this was a daughter-father relationship, which makes this whole situation a bit strange. But if he's gonna be loyal to one hoe in a town that is just crawling with local talent, I guess I can look past incest and go pick some sparkling pond pubes for us to try.
A sparkling pond pubes.
Entitled hoe, so I was like, sorry Mr. White Moon, your weird quasi-illegal sexy stepdaughter kink you had going on is just gonna have to stay on pause, as I gave him the Dr. Disrespect proverbial firm handshake and pieced out of there.
Get the fuck out.
You see, I booked a carnival cruise back to the other continent instead, where I generously handed out some high-level hunter tips to a normie. I made
we gotta feed him.
Stop in Pearl Harbor because some drunk shit stain who survived the Titanic was in town telling his story, and I wanted to know if Rose's ass was as dank as it was in the movie, but all he would say was,
"I'll need a fresh drink if I'm to get a handle on this hangover and continue my tale."
And as someone who attended at least 1 year of college, I knew just how to fix that situation. It was around this time where I think I survived my first assassination attempt.
Oh shit.
Now I want to note that if you ever see someone
Nice try,
struggling out in
bitch.
the world because some giant terrifying pew bush of algae whose favorite game is apparently peekaboo wanted you to euthanize a bunch of ratchet rabbits. the
Damn,
best thing to do
ratchet
is run up
rabbits.
there and give her some emotional support.
Emotional
Yes, you could help,
support.
but you know how the saying goes, buy a man a fish he eats for a day. Let a rogue die from over pulling their role of priest when they go again. But the whole point of this trip and the reason I had to leave my incest fetish homie so urgently was to visit this Make-A-Wish city that I stopped by in as Keanu Reeves last episode because Howard was starting to look a bit dated, like he was in dire need of the latest iOS update. So we agreed to me getting a hall pass if it meant me teaching him new tricks, and I knew exactly who I wanted to use it on.
Oh fuck.
I knew from using my toilet time by reading hardcore WoW forums that this particular pig doesn't fuck around, so I thoughtfully played it pretty well, dazing him and then putting the bacon over ice, to which he still came out and slapped me for half my health before eventually agreeing to be my bitch.
Hey, there you go, bro.
I was starting to worry I would enjoy having such a powerful pig too much and that a tough breakup conversation was in store.
Oh no, dude.
Psych, I named this smelly bastard Lil Slave and tried everything in my power to get his ass killed, only for Blizzard's buggy ass code to make everything attack me instead. The second I got what I needed from him, I commanded him to run in the lake and drown himself.
There's no shot.
Howard held up on my end of the deal and guiltily told him about my infidelity. I could see the look in his eyes, and even though I didn't agree,
Slave,
I knew this
bro.
was something he had to do.
Oh, kill Belly Grub on his own? The massive 1v1. Come on.
Until some fucking good Samaritan decided to come and completely shit on Howard's glory. But we all know who would have won that fight,
That's
right,
fucked.
guys? But Howard's revenge aside, it was a big day for us as we had to attend our first streamer guild meeting.
Hell yeah.
I was excited to be a part of such an elite group until the meeting consisted of 3 hours of mind-numbing yelling, mainly coming from some guy named Russell, so I had to outplay that mechanic and then try to sneak out.
Mute.
But Howard's growing fame had me busted, and I wasn't going to deny him pets from this chick, so I went back and learned my lesson and never tried to sneak out of that meeting again.
Oh my gosh.
Moments later.
We might have to get out of here.
You know, I'm really upset about
We
my
might
whole
have to get out
pizza
of here.
party Friday thing.
I
being moved to
don't
Monday,
care,
but listen,
Seer.
Wow, that is entirely unacceptable behavior, Chance, and I completely agree.
Like, I'm having such a bad day. Like,
Bro's
I worked
dipping.
out,
Rav's out
but,
here too.
you know, like,
Rav's vibing, dude.
But in my defense, it's
Bro's
because I
dipping.
heard Papa Soda say this.
And target dummies are required from now on.
So I spent the rest of the meeting leveling my engineering, and considering I started that ear bludgeoning experience where I had to apologize to
Oh
my
my
headphones afterwards,
gosh.
I came out of it with some dank ass shades.
Hell yeah,
Plus,
brother.
engineering turned out to be the bee's knees, considering on deadly 4-packs after I nuked the little gray ball sack in the back, I can hit a fat AoE wombo combo
Yup.
with my man-made dynamite.
Holy
straight
shit,
Hero
that,
style.
that did so much
And
damage.
since this is
Hell
just
yeah.
a WoW Pro Tips channel full of info that Pussy Boy Ampy would never know, here's another one. When
Oh
you are
God.
running past a class who can give buffs, turning around to help them kill their mob will psychologically outplay them into giving you their buffs without even having to ask. It works every time. For
Easy.
example, I wanted this mage's intellect buff, easy goddamn peasy, just help him nuke that bird and voila, you have your buff.
No shot. No shot, he doesn't give it. Just waves.
Anyways, it was time for me to lose my Duskwood virginity, which in this case meant having to turn
Yup.
the brightness on my screen just about to max settings so I could see more than 10 feet in front of me. Turns
Yup.
out Fitch's BFF is now a hermit who needs help wiping his own
Fitch
ass,
and
not to mention
Abercrombie, oh
Joe
my
Biden's
gosh.
speechwriter lives out here.
I can't escape them. Monsters in Ravenhill, and oh, couldn't be. Only harmless jitters.
I quickly
What?
learned that while in the US you drive on the right side of the road, and in some EU countries you get the left side of the road, but in Duskwood you stay the fuck off the road entirely because of a big walking Godzilla sperm cell named Stitches who
Yep.
kills more World of Warcraft gamers than the concept of loneliness itself.
Yep.
He is so deadly that one of the 4 hardcore servers was literally named after him, and you can always tell when he's around because you'll walk by some bitch and notice she stopped and turned around to see what happens to you, and that's when you should immediately know that the patrolling jizz rag is close.
Holy fuck.
And while me and Howard might not be the heroes that Darkshire wants,
Holy
tonight,
shit.
we would be the heroes that they need.
No way he goes for Stitches. No shot, dude. What an episode, man.